better as well. So today, this video is we're tackling another thing that I've just been wanting to do for my WRX VB since I've pretty much done all the handling mods, and this is just like the cherry on top. I have the full sway bar kit with sway bar links as well, which in my opinion, we'll see in this video if it's going to make a massive drastic handling change for the better or worse as well. And a little small modification that we will do today too is just I'll bring it up close to the camera in a second. You guys can hopefully see, it's not too dark. But you got a nice little like raised riding there, and I think it's just going to be a nice little hints and small little touches that kind of put everything into a bigger picture, a nice OEM flowy, not over the top kind of build, and that's kind of what I've really gone for my WRX. So I've unboxed everything for you guys. This is the full sway bar kit from White Line as well, so that comes with absolutely everything. It's a drop-in kit, you don't have to buy anything separately, and it replaces everything from OEM to suit the more aggressive, thicker sway bars as well. So rear sway bar, front sway bar, end links with the hardware bolts, and they are adjustable end links as well, so a lot thicker than the OEM ones, which I'll show you guys that in a second as well. It comes with two, of course. It comes with the bushings that's needed for your sway bars, front and rear. Comes with two of those, and comes with your rear end links as well. That it is a gold as well, so it is going to match my BC gold coilovers. And when you look from underneath, it's going to be sway bar links gold, coilovers gold, Cusco blue, and I kind of want to keep that theme going. How much more of an improvement the thicker sway bars are going to add to the car, how much better response in cornering. So that will be in today's video too. The silver sway bar end link there, it's very tiny. That's the rear sway bar as well, so I was correct. The straight one is the rear sway bar end link there, and with the actual bushings too. You guys can see how soft those look compared to the thicker or firmer sway bar bushings that comes with the kit as well. This is the front sway bar end link, so that's it there. You guys can see it's pretty thin. I can go next to it, I don't know if I can. It's about half the size of my finger. White Line sway bar end links are about I might say finger and a half size thicker. So going from half a finger size to almost 2 finger size thickness in the sway bar end links. Welcome to day 2. So we pretty much packed up everything. On our way now to DNA Motorsport. So we should be there in about half an hour or so, and then I'll pick the camera up once we're pretty much done. I don't think they're like recording too much there. Everything's been installed and on. Already feels just so much tighter, but I'll pull up somewhere nice and go over everything, and I'll show you guys too. But I already feel it a lot better in the steering feel straight away. Alright, so here is, I guess you could say, the best example I'm going to give. This is on the OEM, so we'll see how much of a difference it is when we do the aftermarket sway bars if this right wheel lifts up when we're turning as well. So this is our back left wheel, and I want to see that fit minutes. I spent a lot of time, if you guys know, a lot of time trying to get that fit minutes. Alright, so kind of an example with the sway bars installed now too. You can see the back right actually lifted the wheel, so our driveway test is successful. Kind of shows example of how the sway bars work. It connects both the wheels together, so this is a lot more even now compared to OEM. So that actually has, well, the whole wheel was actually lifted before, so now we are getting wheel lift, so positive sign. Before we head out, I'll give you guys one last look around of the WRX. So if you're not too familiar with my car, this is the WRX VB. Look, again, semi-slicks, coilovers. A lot of you guys are familiar with this car. I mean, it's got a lot of perfect combination in my opinion between street and track focused orientate. That's kind of like the whole goal of this car for me. But today's main focus is about the sway bars, and that's why you guys have come for this video, is the sway bar video too. So we have the rear sway bar and end links installed. To give our first initial actual proper test. I want to say these are long curves, nothing too tight, just because the other mountain pass road that I wanted to go on there was flooding, so unfortunately that was closed. And today this is our best option. And I have to say, man, I just love how the WRX feels now. Love how it handles. And I can't wait to do another track day. So super excited for that. Say this is a really nice place when my 34 is done to bring it out here, just because it's just super windy, and not so much windy, it's super open and long, so you can really open up your car, kind of do those high speeds and not also pressure people, which is really nice. But to get that back-to-back hairpin feeling, it's not really that. It feels like a bit more of a tighter highway with some nice views too, which is actually pretty nice. So makes a really good Sunday drive, makes a good way to kind of end this video and kind of see how the sway bars feel through like long corners like this as well. Like 150 easy. I mean, I guess it was 150, I'm not too sure. And just so, like, I'm not afraid, I'm not scared. It feels really easy to do. So I'm super excited how the track day is going to feel, because we go to Sydney Motor Park Way. And the first corner, I hope you guys know, you can go into it at about 160 through those corners. So I'm really excited to see how now my WRX feels compared to how it was with the stock sway bars. So we need to do that. We do need a good track day to kind of open up the car. But first I do need to do a few little modifications. Reliability modifications before I want to track it again as well. So I do need a bit better brake fluid. And I want to do a catch can as well. Anyway guys, no other better way to conclude the video in this nice little stop off point. Not really a stop off point, but by the side of the road. So let's kind of go over everything. I mean, the 8009's holding up really well. Everything's really dialed in. Show you guys the sway bars again. So there's the thicker sway bars, stiffer bushings, sway bar end links, and my Cusco camber arms. You guys can see my BC over there. 8009's, C28s. So like that whole combination put together just made such a nice, stable, streetable, trackable, spirited drive WRX as well. So again, massive improvements with the sway bars. I mean, we can't really see the front unless I turn my wheel. You can kind of see it from here if I zoom in. So the sway bar guys can see the thicker sway bar, firmer bushing, thicker sway bar endings right in there as well. Just yeah, made for such a nice combination. WRX, and man, does it looks so good, drives so good now too. And yeah, definitely if you guys have stock suspension and you're just thinking about upgrading, just improvement in your car's handling just a little bit. I mean, sway bars are just a nice easy way to do it. Coilovers are, though, if you're not too much of a fan of the harder, I guess, ride, the sway bars are a better option than the coilovers, because coilovers, yes, you can adjust them a little bit more dearer, changes the center of gravity of the car, where the sway bars, in my opinion, are less effective on the geometry of the car too. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today, guys. That's gonna wrap up today's sway bar upgrade for the WRX VB. How a little bit of our drive that we've done through here. It's not as windy as I wanted it to be, but it was a nice example of how planty the car is with just this whole combination going on with it. So yeah, if I missed anything, look, I have the upgraded braking pads. I do want to do slotted rotors, but look, the only reason I'm not going too far into these brakes are because I do want to do a Brembo upgrade and a few other modifications to the engine. It's just, I was just kind of dialing down, I guess you could say, dialing down the handling aspect of the WRX first, get everything kind of dialed in terms of that, and then slowly, bit by bit, building it, adding a bit more power, I think, and sound, especially the intake side of it, will just make the car that much better as well. I will take a few cinematic shots while we're down here in this nice little spot too. Absolutely worth it if you want to just get a little 30% more rigidity through your car as well, and just that better predictability through corners. It's not harsh, but it's a nice upgrade when you're on the edge. You know that it's not gonna do the OEM flex that the OEM one does. Small little bonus video for you guys. Car's home. I was just gonna give it a wash, and I was just looking at it, and it's been bugging me for the longest time. It's the back of the car, just always been a little bit higher, a bit more lifted than the front. So I'm just gonna lower it just a tiny bit. Can't even notice it, but it's just a little bit too much. I'll drop it just a tiny bit. And done. So I've lowered the rear down now. Might have to lower the front just the tiniest bit, but I think this is sitting pretty much perfect now. It was bugging me a lot before, but we've gotten rid of the rear gap, and it has done a natural camber as well, so it's brought in the wheel in too, and I just think that it just looks so much more aggressive, so much better. It's really giving it that track look that I've been after. So, and WRX is just looking so much better. You know when you do those little changes and then the car just looks 10 times better? That's exactly what this was, and that's why I wanted to lower the rear. It's not something that is probably even noticeable for you guys, but to me, just lowering that rear end has kind of equaled just the back felt a bit too high before, so now it's sitting pretty perfectly in line with the front guard here, so it's giving that nice even look, especially from the side on here. Looks really nice and even. I mean, again, a little bit off just because the front is a little bit, tiny bit higher, but then again, these grounds are extremely uneven, so it kind of favors one side than the other, but yeah, this is how it's sitting now. Sway bars are installed, 10 times better, drives so much nicer, so much more responsive, so much more direct, more compliant, and lower the rear end of the VB a little bit as well, so it just sits so aggressively and so perfectly now. And that's it for today's video. That's going to wrap up everything. I'll catch you guys in a future video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like and subscribe means the world.